Constitution Week runs September 17th through the 23rd. The Richard Dobbs Spaight Chapter of the Daughters of the American Revolution is hosting some events you can attend. Chairperson Donna Stebbins is here today, along with another member, Janettia Drake. Welcome, ladies.
Thank you, Valentina.
Thank you. So, Constitution Week, what's it all about, Donna?
Well, it's very significant in the fact that there are two very important people. Of course, they are long gone. One of the signers from the Constitution was Richard Dobbs Spaight, who was a native of New Bern, and of course, none other the famous mover and shaker Gertrude Sprague Caraway, who was the only North Carolina President General that worked with Congress. She petitioned Congress, and she worked with a gentleman by the name of William, I believe, K. Nolan, either F or K. Nolan, and he was a senator from California, and they worked on getting, with President Eisenhower, nationally recognized on the calendar. So she worked tirelessly. But not only that, she helped restore Tryon Palace. So she was definitely a very important woman in our town. And of course, Richard Dobbs Spaight sadly lost his life.
Yes.
Yeah,
in a duel.
In a duel, right, yeah. So there are lots of events going on.
So tell us about some of the events.
Some of the events are on Saturday. This coming Saturday, we will have two events going on simultaneously. As you can see, we'll have we'll be at the farmers market. It'll be an informational kind of like booth with some resources and storyboards depicting Constitution Week. And then across the way, we'll be at the North Carolina History Center. We'll be doing an educational booth with many pieces of information on Richard Dobbs Spaight and Gertrude Sprague Caraway, and there'll be things for children to review and look at.
And Janettia, you are a descendant of a Harlow patriot, a Black Revolutionary War soldier. How did you find all this out?
A few years ago, Guy Higgins, they came to our area and told us about it. We didn't really know.
So it wasn't a genealogy test?
No, it wasn't.
Okay.
They had found out, and they said there were forgotten patriots there, and they wanted to find out who could be possible descendants. And we filled out paperwork, and a bunch of them. I don't know if you've heard of the Harlow Patriots and the African American. They have a plaque down there.
Yes, I actually, many years ago, did a story on this.
Yes, okay.
I visited where the plaque is, did some interviews, and shared it with our viewers to talk about this history that's right here in our area. So everyone is invited out to these events that are going on. Coincidentally, my daughter is studying all of this in 5th grade. They are talking about the preamble, and she asked me, and I just said, well, we the people, in order to establish a more perfect union, establish justice, blah, blah, blah. So she was surprised. I actually remembered some of that. I was kind of surprised too.
I'm impressed.
So ladies, it's a patriotic day. We will ring the bell in honor of the U.S. Constitution. And
this is for you.
Thank you.
And that is what we're giving out to the school children. And they have the preamble, Pledge of Allegiance, and other resources and pocket Constitution books.
I'll give it to my daughter. Thank you, ladies.
You're welcome.